always tell people that sometimes substitution is better than elimination. So, because people are like, oh, I just won't eat anymore. And it's like, really, you're just not going to eat. You're just going to eliminate eating. And it's like, no, substitution is usually easier because you're still tricking the brain. So, Tammy, you're exactly right. The reason why it's so hard to shake emotional eating from a cognitive standpoint is that your brain starts to literally develop networks that this is the way to deal with stress. So I like to say neurons that fire together, wire together. It's kind of like people who smoke cigarettes, right? So they read the newspaper while they're smoking their cigarette. They have their coffee, they smoke their cigarette. They sit up in the toilet, they smoke their cigarette. So when they go to do those things, and then the cigarette's not there, the brain says, "Wait a minute, something's paired with this," and kicks in the craving. So you start to learn that these things go together, the association. So what happens over time, if you reach for eating, sadness, reach for eating, sadness, reach for eating, your brain is working too good. Put those two things together. So it is really difficult to stop emotional eating because you have to break that connection slowly and with time and with grace. And you can, it's really hard to do. So I want to normalize that. But I say that because, like I said initially, people are not emotionally eating because it's fun and they don't want to be healthy. That's not why people emotionally eat. People emotionally eat for different reasons. One, because of this cognitive learned association that's happened. Their brain is just working too good and doing its thing. It's pairing things together. We do this naturally to conserve energy. Our brain that doesn't like to process, big piece of muscle that doesn't like to process information. So pair things together. So it really is difficult. So again, this is why I think having a coach, a life coach, or a counselor is so good to hold you accountable. But you can start to break those associations on your own. So the way that you do that is you're trying to unlearn. And I think substitution is a good way to start that process off, Tammy. So you feel stress, you eat a carrot. You feel stress, you eat a carrot. Eventually, your brain is going to say stress, carrot, and you're going to go for the carrot. Eventually, it doesn't happen overnight. But reversing this process is about unlearning. It's about retraining the brain. Remember, emotions are in the brain. Retraining how we think and how we feel. So it's a hard task, but if you stick with it, you can do it for sure.